Welcome to TransMissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Hasbro's Activate Your Alt Mode fan vote has come to an end. We've got new promotional images of Missing Link Ultra Magnus. And are we getting another Magic the Gathering Transformers collab? No. The answer is no, we aren't. Today is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, and this is episode 658 of TransMissions.
Welcome to TransMissions, the podcast that doesn't understand why enemies of freedom are getting awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent TransMissions team of Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
That's me. Hi. Let's talk Transformers.
Right. Of course, we start off the show, as we always do, by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for contributing to the show and keeping everything going. And we got a special shout out to our returning Donatreon, Emmett, also known as TonicBot on Discord. And he rejoined as a duly appointed supporter of the TransMissions podcast. So, Emmett, welcome back. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for continuing to listen. And hope you're enjoying the show. Yeah.
Obviously missed all the incredible content that he was able to get as a Donatreon. So, got to get back in there and get all that incredible content that you missed out on from before. There's so much.
Yes, all those We Like Big Bots episodes, right, Daryl? So many Big Bots episodes you and Dr. Pants recorded, right?
Many. There are 14 of them. That's a lot.
Would be a lot if they had been recorded in a month, not over 3 years.
That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I record a lot of episodes of other things too.
The main show doesn't count, Daryl.
Oh,
you don't do that by yourself. Anyway,
let's just say the Big Bots it's on hiatus.
I'm still holding out hope for Dr. Pants. Dr. Pants promised new episodes this year, so keep hope alive.
We're here in September. It's like we're getting close to the end of the year. Let's go.
We've also got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And we've got bonus versions of those shows that will come out every other week. But this week we have the regular version of episode 143, Lock, Stock, and Two Fighting Divisions. And that's available right now at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. So you can download that. It's the regular version of the episode. The bonus version of episode 144 will be out next Monday. So if you are a Donatron, you get that a week early. And then the regular version of episode 144 will be out in 2 weeks. So enjoy. If you are listening to Empire of Rust, it's been a fun ride. Last 5 or 6 years, it's been going pretty good. And more to come. And we've still got our Toy Hacks gift code. So or I should say promo code, you can get 15% off all your purchases at toyhacks.com. We've got a new code for the month of September. That code is Vortex. So if you can use that code Vortex throughout the month of September until September 30th, save 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. Maybe get some Combaticons and use that code Vortex to get a Vortex.
Clever.
All right. Let's get into the show. We've got some quick hits.
All right. And first up this week, we are talking about Magic the Gathering. Obviously, this is Transformers podcast. So the somebody was out and spotted a one of those large Funko pop packages, but with a Optimus Prime Funko inside. But this was no ordinary Transformers Funko. This was the Magic the Gathering Transformers Funko, with a picture of the card art as a background on it. Now, if you remember, was it last year? Jesus, these things come out so fast. I think it might have been 2 years ago where they did the Transformers Secret Lair set, and the Magic the Gathering cards were kind of collabed with Transformers, and you got a bunch of different cards in with Transformers on them. You're getting a reprint of the Optimus Prime card printed on the box of this giant Funko. Now, I don't know what's the other side of this package looks like. Like, if you look at the back of the box here, you see that the card is there, so you could cut it out if you wanted to. But it really does hurt the collectability of this thing. Like I said, the card art is on the inside here too. I'm not sure if it's a giant version of the card. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But yeah, so this is something that exists, and if you're interested, you could get it. And actually, I want to correct myself because I know somebody's going to write in. The Transformers cards that came out weren't Secret Lair. There was a Secret Lair set for Transformers. This one was part of the Brothers War set. You could actually get Transformers in the set. So Optimus Prime and the lot were in there as part of the Brothers War expansion set. So there you go. I corrected myself. No need to. You can stop typing now. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I saw this story. I thought they actually included the card with the Funko. Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Yeah. Now, there are people out there who make they'll make a deck around the Transformers cards, and there's a type of game called Commander, where one card is always brought in and used and never actually shuffled back into the deck. So if this card in the back was actually like a giant version of the Optimus Prime card, you could, in theory, use it as the commander for that game. But getting a closer look at it here, it doesn't actually look like it's a larger version of that card, but it would actually be really cool because you could actually make a commander deck with the Optimus Prime as the commander, and then just kind of have a giant card on the table with Optimus Prime on it. That'd be kind of fun. Although it does not appear as they've done that cool thing that I'm talking about.
So why mention it? You just wasted everyone's time there.
I did. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time. This is just a terrible product. Don't worry about it then.
All right. Next up, we have the end of the Activate Your Alt Mode fan vote competition, sweepstakes, whatever. And they have finally, the people have voted. We talked last week. We had voted on Shockwave. We had voted on being a C alt mode, but we had not gotten the results for what the actual C alt mode was. We speculated it would be a submarine. They avoided that possibility, though. So Shockwave will not be a submarine. He will be a sea creature. Whatever I don't know what creature it will be, but I imagine they've already worked out potential designs, because they're going to show the design on September 17th on Transformers Day. So they probably
planned.
Yeah. I think they've already they've if they didn't have the results ahead of time, they at least had like multiple designs already worked up, and just they're like, okay, pick the ones we worked out and slap Shockwave's head on it, and there you go. So
I'm gonna stick with what I mentioned last week. It's gonna be a whale, and it's gonna be like you're gonna have a large dorsal fin that you could use as a handle if you flip the whale upside down. So I'm sticking with a whale. It's gonna be a whale.
All right. Shockwave the whale. We'll see. We'll look. We will know in 2 weeks. So we'll have those results and very quickly.
All right. Next up from me, we've got the Takara Tomy Dramatic Capture Series Decepticons Part 2. And they are showing off that Skywarp and the Insecticons are in Part 2 of this. And you will be able to pre-order these on, I guess that's Friday? Yeah. This is the 5th. So yeah, Friday. And yeah, these look great. These are, I believe, just re-releases of previous figures. So it's so it's Earthrise, Skywarp, and Legacy Insecticons. They're putting them all in one big pack. I think they're getting a premium paint job, if I'm not mistaken. But you're now going to be able to get them all in one big one shot. And they look pretty good. I always thought that the Seekers would be in one group, but it's nice to be able to, because I know that the people chased the Insecticons for quite some time because they were all kind of scattered throughout the lines. So to be able to get them all in one shot is really quite nice. The fact they're included with Skywarp is whatever. These Seeker molds have been included all over the place, and we know they're replacing this mold in the very near future. So there really is kind of no need to continue to buy this mold. But it's, if you don't have it, then guess what? You're getting it.
Let's see. It seems like they're sprinkling a Seeker in with different teams, because it wasn't the Part 1 was Thundercracker and Reflector. So you had the 3 Reflector bots and Thundercracker. Right. So there you go. And another item that will be up for pre-order this Friday is the Missing Link Ultra Magnus. So Takara Tomy finally officially announced the Missing Link Ultra Magnus. So you'll be able to pre-order that this Friday. I guess if you're in Japan, maybe they'll also put it in Hasbro Pulse as well, probably. But yeah, we will see it there. I'm wondering if they're going to do anything to the Ultra Magnus trailer to make it more articulated, or is it just
just at the bottom of this image? You can already tell. You can see the legs are split.
Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, we'll have to see how that looks. I guess they've learned a thing or two from engineering more articulated Ultra Magnuses over the last 30 years or so, or 40 years, I should say. So we'll take a look at that. We'll hopefully have more images next week when they finally put it up for pre-order.
This thing is going to be extremely popular. I know Optimus Prime is going to be is likely like the big one that's going to be like probably the bar setting one for a while, but Ultra Magnus, if you've ever messed with a G1 Ultra Magnus, the thing is a fucking brick. Like, it doesn't do anything in its robot mode. So the fact that they were going to do this as Missing Link and give it articulation is like mind-boggling. You know, the image we have here is mostly looking exactly the same as the G1 model. You can tell on the right arm that there is some shoulder articulation there, and obviously, like I pointed out, you can see that there's a split down the middle in the for the legs now. But I'm really excited to see how they pull this off. Kind of disappointed in myself that I've sworn off the Missing Link line, because I just can't get into something else like this, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm really excited to see what they've got in store for this thing. I a waist swivel would be exceedingly crazy. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they've got in store for this one.
I don't know how even they would work in a waist swivel, given that, you've got the cab Optimus Prime. He's like just hanging there in behind the like, this is the Optimus Prime cab, in a trench coat. And
Yep.
It's very, I had G1 Ultra Magnus as a kid, and it was always like, you never wanted to turn around from the back, because you turn out of the back and it just completely destroys the image of the robot mode.
Yeah.
So,
but from messing with that toy, that if you did the Power Master Optimus Prime thing and just folded the legs up around the back, right, then you could probably mess around with those legs, right? So, I'm not not putting it past them. I have a funny feeling that they're going to keep the Optimus, cab legs down the actual legs, but but I'd be interested to see, like, like I said, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do here. It's they're making an armor suit out of a car carrier trailer. It's just, there's not a lot to work with here, I don't think. So,
yeah. All right, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the last thing I got for this week is we've got in-hand images of the Hasbro Hong Kong Studio Series exclusive Commander class battle damaged. Holy cow, this has got a lot of names. G1 Optimus Prime. This was the exclusive one that you could buy, that you would get if you spent 5,000 Hong Kong dollars, or just over $630 US on Hasbro products. Definitely, they only limited it, and they also limited it to 40 pieces. So yeah, it ended up being a really, really hard piece to get. I'm looking at it here. We've got some, like I said, we've got some in-hand images here. I don't really see the battle damage. It just simply looks like the Optimus got a bit of an ink wash on it, which is just, I mean, if you know anybody who does any kind of customization of figures, an ink wash is, I mean, it's not easy, but it's definitely something that most customizers can learn to do fairly quickly. He definitely looks weathered, but I don't know. When they were talking about this originally, I was expecting that they were going to have damage to the torso like you had in the 86 movie, something that was going to look very, very different, right? Like they may have molded a new piece or something like that. Like I said, it does look weathered. There's the side-by-side shot there that is one of the pictures near the end. I think picture 12 is listed as it. Yeah, there you go. So you have them side by side, and you can see the difference. There's more paint, right? They've definitely done a little bit more paint work to it, maybe a sticker or two, but I wouldn't exactly call it battle damaged. But if they're producing 40 of them, these are probably done by hand, which definitely it'll add to exclusivity and value. But I don't know whether I'd call it battle damaged. Still very cool. I'd love to get one, but I'm not paying $600 plus US to get one.
I mean, you'll probably pay more than that, because whoever got these, they're probably auctioning them on eBay or whatever. Because So
this was, I mean, from what I understand, this was free. You had to buy $630 worth of stuff to get it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, you would want to recoup any kind of losses, obviously. So yeah, I don't know what this might be going for right now, but I'm sure it's a lot, like you said.
Mm-hmm. All right, and our last topic here is from Dr. Wu. So they have a tiny scaled Prime Optimus Prime, their third-party Prime Commander, a Micromaster scale G1 Optimus Prime, and this is a new variant of this figure. It's a redeco. It's 6 centimeters tall, which I believe is a little over 2 inches.
You said 6? Yeah. Oh, just under 2.5.
Okay. And so it's if you are looking for a really tiny Optimus Prime, this will fit the bill. And looks like it comes with all the accessories you expect. He's got the axe, got the laser rifle, got the trailer, got a little roller that you can put his gun in. So not too not a lot of decals or anything on there. So but I'm sure Toy Hacks can help with that. Looks pretty good. I'm a fan of the tiny figures. So maybe check this out if you want to pick this up on one of those third-party toy sites. So check it out.
Dr. Wu is getting their mileage out of this mold. Mileage.
Yeah, we got it, Daryl. Yeah. We got it. Everyone got the joke.
I think this is probably like the 8th variation of it, but it's a great little figure. I know Jeremy's got Jeremy, you here? Jeremy. I know he's got a version of this. So he could comment if he wanted. Jeremy?
If he was here, I'm sure he would have something to say.
Jeremy, you want to No? Okay. It's a good figure.
Hey, you were out for like 6 weeks when you moved, Daryl. It's okay. Give the guy a break.
It's like 10 years ago. You're still holding me up? Hold that against me?
We never forget.
No.
All right. Well, that's all our toy talk for this week. Not a lot of news this week, but let's move on with the show. We got some trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
The Trips to the Store is powered by our merch store. So you can get all our Transmissions merch at merch.transmissionspodcast.com. Pick up, so all of our cool shirt designs. I'm wearing my Tape Man design this evening, and you can get that. We've got Boombox Man. You can get it in. You can get Tape Man in Soundwave or Sound Blaster colors. You can get Boombox Man in Blaster or Twincast colors. We've got Rumble and Frenzy shirts for the little ones. So if you got any kids, you can get that. We've got good guy and bad guy shirts, lots of cool designs. So check those out. All right, let's show off the stuff we got this week. We're going to start it off with Daryl.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I got a comic this week. So Void Rivals number 22. A very cool cover with Springer on the front. And looks good. We reviewed it last week and it was good. Cover A, it says. So, all right. And I don't have anything new. I did buy a couple figures online, so they're probably coming through at some point. I don't have any shipping notifications, so they're not shipping yet, but soon, hopefully. But I do have this one I haven't shown off in a very long time. It's been sitting in the cabinet back behind me forever, so eagle-eyed people may have seen it. But what is this? This is Unique Toys Mania King. And this is their Galvatron. This is, I think it probably would qualify as a Voyager class or Chug scaled Galvatron. I have the Toy Hacks sticker set on it to give it, because the originally it didn't have a lot of yellow on the cannon, so I wanted to make it more gold. This is one of those figures that when people mention how third party is not meant for kids, this is one of those figures you're talking about. This thing here, I don't know whether I'd be able to come in on the camera here. The helmet, those spikes on that helmet, that will draw blood. They're very, very sharp. Extremely, extremely sharp. It's crazy how sharp that is. And I believe in the past I have cut myself on those. So he is maniacal, this Mania King. But this is a very cool figure. It becomes a very interesting canon in a good way. And yeah, so there's not a lot on this that's cylindrical. And yet all of a sudden he becomes this, surface to air cannon, and he's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. So yeah, this is dated now, definitely, but I'm very fond of this figure. So yeah, Unique Toys Mania King. Very cool figure.
Nice. All right. I'm next. I've got a few things this week. So let me reach down. Let's see. Okay. First, I
Cheers.
Nice. I did want to show off. I did pick up Worst Spot Ever. I got this a while ago. I don't think I showed it on the podcast, though. So we reviewed this back in July, and I did buy it from my local comic shop. So there it is.
Cool.
And we've got news about this in alt mode. So stay tuned for alt mode to talk about Worst Spot Ever. I also picked up Void Rivals number 22, same cover as Daryl. So there it is, and it's bagged and boarded, Daryl.
I noticed. I was going to comment. Well done. Good for you.
So I went and took this week, bagged and boarded all my loose comics and put them away. So
how many bags and boards do you have to buy? Oh my goodness, that'd be a bunch.
I had a lot. I had bought a bunch already, and I was just lazy. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
And when I was at the comic shop, just happened that the owner of the comic shop, he got in a Transformers item that he had never seen before. And he said, "Hey, I just got this. Do you want it for $10?" And I said, "Sure, I'll take it. That's interesting.
Better not be All Hell Megatron number 1. I'm gonna shit my pants if it is."
No, this is the Transformers Collected Comics number 2. So this collects issues 4, 5, and 6 of the original Marvel Comics series. Actually, it actually cuts out some of the pages from issue 5, which is a little odd. But that they only produced in the US. They only produced 2 of these Collected Comics issues. So now I got to hunt down the first one. But
oh damn,
yeah, I got the second one. So of course, you can never go wrong with the Shockwave cover. The Are All Dead, Transformers Are All Dead Shockwave cover. That's that's always the iconic artwork there by Mark Bright. So yeah. So it was just happened to be in the store at the right time, and I've been going to my comic shop for several years, so he knows I'm the Transformers guy. So it was nice. He immediately thought of me when
get yourself a part-time job and get yourself a deal there. I don't know who would do anything that crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that person is too into Transformers. That doesn't make any sense. And I did. Last thing, I did get something that finally came. I pre-ordered this like months and months and months ago because they had like just reissued it, and I think Dr. Pants showed this off about a month ago when he picked it up. But Hasbro Pulse finally sent me Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus, Commander Class Ultra Magnus. So I did pick this up, and I did open it. So here's the backdrop.
Oh,
the shuttle. Get to the shuttle at Autobot City. And
in that scene?
Yeah, he's shooting. He shoots at Cyclonus. He shoots at Galvatron flying Cyclonus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
While everyone's trying to get on the ship.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I, Galvatron, will crush you just as Megatron crushed Prime. And you'll die trying, just like Megatron. What a butt scrap. And yeah, so.
Well done.
There he is. Ultra Magnus.
Took me right back.
He's cool. I transformed him. Transformation is great. I don't have the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, so I don't know how close this is to the transformation sequence of that. But it's pretty good, and integrates the cab and the trailer all in one robot. Articulation is great. He's got he's got ankle tilts. He's got legs. He's got a waist swivel. He's got everything. And he's got light piping.
Is possible. Okay.
That's true. He's got light piping in the head. That's really nice. Let me see if I can show that here. I don't know if that's going to come through very well.
Yeah. No, it is. Yep. Very good.
So, yeah, it's really nice. And the Matrix chamber here, if you just pull up the front, it pops out. So it's spring loaded.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really nice. And the Matrix is in there.
Cool.
So yeah, very cool.
That's neat. I'm still PO'd that I didn't get one of those.
Yeah, this is a really, I was impressed by this guy. So yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. And I think that's it for trips to the store.
Cool. That's very cool.
All right. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
All right. We've got a little bit of convention news.
All right. And in convention news this week, we've got some images coming out of Tokyo Toy Show 2025. Some of the stuff we've talked about before, and some very new stuff. So a couple recolors that you might notice here on the page, and one of which is the Missing Link Optimus in Nemesis Prime colors. I believe we've talked about that a little bit before, but now we're seeing a color prototype. And the rollers, we're first time seeing the roller in its redeco color. The big one here is the prototype for Missing Link Ultra Magnus, and we were talking about this earlier as Charles's topic there. But what we've got here is they've placed it in its in a stance that shows off absolutely none of its articulation, and I'm absolutely positive that they've done this on purpose. The one thing that they have here, though, is that they do have a Diaclone inspired power buggy prototype with a pilot right next to it. So this is something that the G1 figure never came with, because they had removed it from the Diaclone model. So this will be something that it comes with, and that'll be very cool. It looks as though they've given it an alt mode, or sorry, a robot mode, which will be really interesting to kind of see what that kind of turns into, and what kind of characterization they give to it, because that'll be kind of interesting. It's always cool to see a new figure, definitely coming out of the G1 era. So that's really kind of cool. But looking at this prototype, you can definitely tell that there's a nice big old split between the legs, because you can see like right through to the back wall between the legs now. So that's very cool, and can't wait to, like I said earlier, I can't wait to see what they've done with it. We've got the up on the top shelf there, we've got the MPG 17, the Optimus Prime, in its color prototypes as well, showing it in robot and alt mode. And this is the new Masterpiece Optimus Prime that I'm sure a lot of people have pre-orders for. It looks good.
Style Gen, I believe they call it.
Style Gen. So yeah. It's the new Masterpiece Optimus Prime. The one thing that I don't think I've mentioned or kind of clued into before is if you're looking at the alt mode on this thing, I don't know if you have a close-up picture of the alt mode. I'm just kind of scrolling through the pictures here as well.
Doesn't look like that's the only real picture we have.
So the back tires for the alt mode are dualies. So I don't know whether they've done this before. They've put double tires on each axle, on each side of each axle. So that's an interesting piece of information. I never noticed that before. All of the other, I'm pretty sure all of the previous Masterpiece Optimus Primes have just had single wheels on the back. So this would be likely the most accurate alt mode for a semi truck that we've gotten. Now I'm thinking about the first one, MP1. I think it was a single wheel at the back too. God, now I'm questioning myself. Anyway, moving on. There's only a couple other things here. We've got the MPG 15 Rat Trap as well. It's a Masterpiece Rat Trap, and we don't have a lot of great pictures of it, I don't think. We do. We have a really nice picture of it, actually. Picture 24 is a picture of the Rat Trap, and some nice metallic paint on that as well, which is cool. So yeah, it looks great. The rat mode looks great as well. And then lastly, we've got the what are they calling this thing? The Wild King World Dragnus. So these are color samples that they showed off, showing different configurations for the show Wild King. I know we've talked about it a bunch. Have you not seen any of the episodes of Wild King? There's a bunch of episodes out of Wild King, and they're really short, and you can definitely check them out. So a bunch of different configurations of the Wild King Dragnus, and I mean, he looks like RID Megatron.
Mm-hmm. I thought the same thing. Yep. Yeah.
So if you're a fan of RID Megatron and you've been waiting for a figure, I'm hoping this isn't the closest we ever get. But man, that combined mode sure does look like an RID Megatron. So perhaps track one down if you've been looking for an RID Megatron. Anyway, this is the stuff that they showed off at Tokyo Toy Show, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and they said he has 10 modes, so he doesn't have a hand mode, like a giant hand mode, but he has a lot of other modes, and also has some like smaller figures that combine on him. So looks pretty good.
It looks cool.
All right, that's all for convention news. So let's finish up the show with some feedback. Okay, feedback. We've got some comments. Starting off with YouTube. So YouTube episode from last week's episode 657. Scott Contois 3957 says, "Today's song is All for Love. Thank you for the podcast." I wonder if that's a spam comment, but it seemed like it was. It's not asking for anything, so I don't know. There's no weird.
We know Scott.
Okay. There's no weird link in the comments, so you know.
We were talking about the Three Musketeers song, right? That's the Bryan Adams song.
Oh, now I'm sorry, Scott. I forgot about that. I missed the joke. Sorry. It went right over my head.
Come on, Charles. You don't know 90s love songs by white Canadians. Come on.
I mean, I do remember that was the song for the terrible '90s Three Musketeers. I do remember that.
Terrible. It was amazing.
Amazingly bad. Yes. Yes, I could even sing a piece of it. No one wants that, but I could do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott. That was I get it now. And sorry for completely missing your joke there. That was great. Next comment. This is from actually a few episodes back, episode 655. I believe this was the B+ team's legacy retrospective episode where they were talking about some of the Pretender figures that got released in that, and Saber Gunner had a comment back in that episode that and Dr. Pants replied to that, I think, about that, and then he's just replying to Dr. Pants. He says, I agree Bomb Burst does stink as a core class figure. I was more saying the design aesthetic is good. It needs to be a deluxe and not a core class. So that was Saber Gunner's. Saber Gunner wants deluxe or bigger sized Pretender figures, not core class figures, which I agree with. I think that they would be better that way.
I like big bots.
Exactly. And on the Discord, we have some comments first from Alpha Magnus. And he says, on the subject of the Masters of the Universe Transformers line, Hasbro is most likely doing the reverse. Masters of the Universe vehicles as new Transformers characters. It's the first dual crossover. They were directly asked about this at San Diego Comic-Con, to which Hasbro employees hid their excitement very poorly. LOL. So looks like we've got that coming up very soon. I think Jeremy especially was excited about that. So we'll have to look forward to that. And Alpha Magnus, this is for Daryl for Cybertronian Beast. The Lion-O is currently on shelves and available nearly everywhere online. The TMNT line is still available at online retailers, but the exclusives are limited. So he's enticing you for those Masters of the Universe crossovers that they're really easy to get there.
I gotta say no to those. That's for sure. The only I can't get into any other weird lines right now. It's just it's too much of a rabbit hole for me. The only ones that I even considered were, I'm pretty sure it was a third party company that was doing them, but it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that had a transformation. That their alt modes or their robot modes look like mech suits. And damn, they looked amazing, but they were also like I think the Leonardo or whatever that I kept seeing was like $150 to $200 or whatever for one figure, and it wasn't even overly big. Like it was probably Voyager class maybe, and I'm like, okay, it's too expensive. I can, safely say no to this and not feel bad about it, because I know that I'd be in for 4 of these fucking things. So yeah, I can nicely, I could be happy with my decision to say no to it, knowing my personality, and knowing that my need to complete lines. So yeah, it would be troublesome.
Yep. All right, and then Mecha Dino replied to Alpha Magnus's comment and says, all we need now is a crossover with Silverhawks, Jason the Wheeled Warriors, Centurions, Thundercats, and we should have all the 80s shows. Yeah, I mean, it gets diminishing returns. Like the more shows you mention, the less popular they were. So we'll have to see. I mean, I think Thundercats, they already mentioned Thundercats they're doing a crossover with Masters of the Universe. I don't know if they're going to do Transformers Thundercats, but and then Silverhawks and Thundercats were the same production. So like, they shared the at least in the animation side, they shared the production. So that could be next. Although I think Silverhawks was probably much less popular and less well remembered than Thundercats. And yeah, Centurions and Jason the Wheel Warriors, you're getting really deep now. It's getting, I think people are like, I vaguely remember that, but I don't really care about it. So we'll have to see. But I think these are all fun. If someone out there likes them, then and they make it, and there's enough people out there that like them and they can support it, then yeah, enjoy. But I would like some Thundercats Transformers. I would be interested in seeing how that would look. Like maybe the Thunder Tank as a Transformer. So we'll wait and see. All right, and Paul Calicote, who's a long-time listener, long-time supporter, has sent us lots of emails over the years. He's on the Discord now. And he asked, do y'all think that Hasbro designers are hearing us about the new Combiner frame? Will the new Bruticus be better than Combiner Wars? So, I mean, I guess I don't know exactly what you mean by, are they hearing us? I mean, I don't, are people unified as to their response to the new Combiner frame? I mean, I think some people enjoy them because they look more animation accurate, have better articulation, all that stuff. But some people are like, yeah, it's kind of a cheating combiner because you've got this, this frame where the individual bots don't actually hook together. So I don't know if there's a kind of a singular consensus on this. But I think it will. The new Bruticus will probably look better than the Combiner Wars Bruticus, and probably have better articulation. But it will be a combiner frame, so some people will not like that. So seems like this is the style that they're going for the next few combiners, though. It doesn't seem like they're going forward gonna do at least all the Scramble City combiners using this frame approach. So
I tend to agree. I'm on record on this show, if you've been listening for a long time, of saying that I'm not a huge fan of the framing devices that they've been using in third party. And when Hasbro decided to start discovering it on their own, then I really wasn't happy about it. But there's no denying it looks better. So if you're going for aesthetics on the combiner mode, then there's no ifs, ands, or buts. The combiner mode is going to look better because you can get away with so much more with using a framing device, using like the trailer, or a portion of the bot just breaks off and you just click everything else into that. Or in what is it, Silverbolt's case, an entire other ass end of the thing just breaks off and you don't even use that. It's not even really part of the figure. Like, what is that? So these are pieces that never really existed for the figure, but are being added on now as part of the figure canon to allow for the combined mode. It's kind of the way they're going with it right now. Bruticus is going to look amazing. He's going to look way better than the Combiner Wars one. But he's going to be this framed figure that one will hold up better. Like, he'll hold together better just because everything's going to be framed up and nice and strong. You don't have to worry about individual tolerances on individual robots. And two, all the sizing is going to be nice and perfect for it, right? Because typically you had a Voyager and then 4 Deluxes. This way you can have everything kind of like scaled properly for the body to look right. I'm not so sure what's going on with Superion, because he looks a little weird in combined, like fully combined. He looks a little too short or wide. I don't know. Something's not quite right with his aesthetic, but they're still learning. Hasbro's still learning. I fully expect Bruticus to look absolutely amazing, though. So for people like myself who are not super fond of the framing devices they're using, we just got to get over it. I guess it's just the way it is right now. They'll come back to the old way. I'm sure of it. It's just the way of the way of the world, the design. They'll come back to it eventually.
Every time you say framing device, I think we're on a show and we're breaking the fourth wall.
I mean, call it whatever you want. It's just the combiner frame.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for writing in. And that will do it for this episode of Transmissions. So, of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forex Levengood and Steve C. You guys rock. You're awesome. Thank you. And you know what? Everyone else out there, you're awesome too. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. And we will see you next time. Stay tuned for Alt Mode in a couple days. We're going to be talking all about Cyber World. And it'll be a short conversation. But we'll have some fun. Don't worry. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.